Next part is going to be R can be used as a calculator. You can check how R can be done. You can check the various arithmetic operators like plus, minus, star, slash, etc. That gives about how R can be used as a calculator. Now, the important aspect of R is making use of the built-in function to find out the log function, log to the base 10. You can get the corresponding result. Then similarly, you can find out for the other functions as well. In R, the exponentiation is given as the upper caret symbol. That is what is made use of for using exponentiation. Then relational operators are there, which is known to every individual user. Less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and so on. You can go up to what not equal to. And the other operations available with respect to logical operators are and then are. How can I assign values? For example, I can say x is equal to 12.6. You can make use of equal to symbol or less than followed by the hyphen, which is one of the special or peculiar way how R stores a value into a variable. And I mentioned in the earlier part, R treats everything as a vector. Therefore, whenever you want to store more than one value, you can make use of the C command, C function, where C stands for concatenate. For example, y is equal to C of 3, 7, 9, 11, which means all the four values will be stored in the variable known as y. Here y is called as a vector having four values. To get the first value of the vector, we have to say y of 1, that will give you the value as 3, and to get the last value y of 4, which will output the value as 11. Then how can you save and load data? R can generate sequence. For example, I can say a is equal to 1 colon 10. It generates the values between 1 and 10. You can specify where that variable has to be stored. You can make use of the saving command specified by the working directory or the where the file has to be stored along with the requisite variable. In this example, the variable is a. Therefore, the command is save within parenthesis the variable name followed by the absolute path where exactly it has to be stored. Keep in mind, R stores your variable values as R data, where R is going to be the uppercase letter. Then you can get the same data by using the function known as load function. The scan command is used for accepting input values from the end user. In this example, we are using a variable as z. Z is equal to scan. It starts accepting values from the end user until you press the double enter key. The values will be accepted from the end user. The moment the user presses double enter key, all the values that have been already sent as input will be stored in the vector labeled as what z. You can generate sequences as I mentioned in the earlier presentation. You can generate a sequence using several ways. The simplest way is using the colon operator 1 colon 10. Store them in a variable namely x, which means it starts with 1 and ends with 10. Both the lower bound and the upper bound are inclusive. In the next example, if you see, it's a trivial example. It states as 10 colon 15 minus 1. People will be taken by surprise. It will be 10 to 14. It is not so. It does minus 1 first. 10 minus 1 is 9. It proceeds up to 15 minus 1. Depends on whether we specify the expression in parentheses or not. If the same thing is put within parentheses, 15 minus 1, first the expression within parentheses is carried out. It becomes 14. Then the output value is going to be 14 for the expression, and the sequence is going to be 10 to 14, where you get the values from 10 to 14, where the step size or incremental value is 1. In a similar way, you can generate other sequences with the help of a command known as what? A sequence. Here we are generating a sequence between minus 4 and 1 in steps of what? 0.5. It can also be given by using the from option, to option and the length option. The next example illustrates the same concept. Sequence of from is equal to 1, 2 is equal to 5 and length is equal to 4, which means that I need 4 values which starts from 1 and ends at 5. How it does? It is going to be the upper bound minus lower bound. Upper bound is 5, lower bound is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. It is going to be 4 by 4. So which is going to be 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 by, sorry, it is going to be, length is going to be 4. It is 4 by 3, it is 1.33. It goes in steps of 1.33. The same way you can do in the next example, starting from 1, ending at 5, length is equal to 2. I need only two values. It starts at 1 and ends at 5. Obviously gives you only two values, namely 1 and 5. Similarly, you can generate the last example. If you look at it starts at 10, goes up to minus 2 in steps of 0.2, which means that it starts from minus 2. It goes length is going to be 10. You can change the order. It is not necessarily from to and length. The order can be changed. Here is an example. Instead of using 2 option, we are making use of the by option. We need values from minus 2. We need 10 values starting from minus 2, and you have to proceed in steps of 0.2, which means minus 2, minus 1.8, minus 1.6, and so on and so forth until 10 values are got. So this is what about making use of the sequence command, and this has come to the